Hey YouTube, it's Monster Bassmaster. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to spool your bait caster, the second video in my series of everything you need to know about using a bait caster. To start off, you're going to want to make sure that your line is coming off the top of your spool, not the bottom, like this. You're going to want to make sure the top. You're going to feed it through all the eyes on your rod, like I already did just to save some time. Then you're going to come to a point when you have this, your little piece of line, and your reel. What you're going to do is see that eye right there. That's where you're going to put your line through. So, just going to feed it through like so. You're going to just pull it out. Make sure it's not running over the top of that little bar. Make sure it's running under that if your reel has that. And then you're going to feed it back a little bit, push it under the spool, and try feeding it through. This might take a little bit of trial and error. Gets to be pretty frustrating whenever you're first doing this, but you'll get the hang of it. Then you're gonna need pliers and scissors for this too, by the way. You're gonna get your pliers and pull. You're gonna have your line under the spool. You're gonna have it right there. You're gonna pull your line out like that from under your spool. You're gonna lay that to the side with your pliers. Then you're actually gonna pull it out a little bit more, just so you have some line to play with. Then you're gonna reach in this right here and grab your line and make a little. It's gonna come out in a loop, which is okay. You want it to do that right there, and your other piece of line's over there. Set my tripod down. Now the next step can be the most confusing, but it's the most easy. Some people say to do the arbor knot, but that's just a lot more harder, and this is just almost as good. It's just 2 overhand knots, just like so. Gonna do the one. You're gonna pull it as tight as you can onto the spool. Oh, this is also with the piece of line from the loop closest to the spool. Then you're going to want to do one more overhand knot. Pull that tight to the spool. Pull your line out that you have to play with. It's going to look something like that, if you can see that. You're going to have a little bit of line left over right here. Like, I've got a lot actually. You're going to want to cut it about from, not really sure how to describe that, about as long as my thumbnail, about halfway from my thumbnail. You're going to want that space left on it. So this is when you'll need your scissors. Just reach in there and cut it from about 1/4 of an inch. I guess that's a little bit more easy way to explain it, but alright, then you're going to have just something looks like that. Your line's going to be running through the eyes of your rod. If you do have 2 people to do this, then have someone hold a screwdriver through your spool of line right there, but if you don't, just put it against something like that, and then you're gonna start reeling. Let me try to get a good view on that. Okay, so now it's time to start reeling your line onto your reel. First off, before we do this, you're gonna want your line to come up no further than just a little bit under that metal, where the metal ends right there. Alright, now let's set my tripod back up and start reeling it on. You're also going to want to hold your thumb on the line just to put some tension, and you can start reeling. But yeah, once you get that done, about to the metal, then that's all there is to it, really. And you're ready to go fish. Thanks for watching.